Welcome to the show. I am Dr. Vershern Edwards, poet, author, and physician. Generational curses. Bunch of BS, huh? What do you think? It's your belief system. What do you believe in? Do you believe it's real or fake? As a physician, I see many people come into the office carrying everybody, grandmother, mama, backpacks, the kids are loaded up. Everyone is bringing in their own baggage, their own luggage, their own understanding of who they are. Their medical condition is their generational, is their BS, is their belief system. If they're believing in that condition, that is what they are. If they're talking about their condition, that is who they are. If they're not taking care of who they really are, their God self, their essence, then that is who they really are. That is the focus. This BS is just a wedge. It's a wedge between you and you, between who you really are, your essence, your God self, the beautiful individual you came to express God through. We are an instrument of God to be praised and worshiped. Have you ever worshiped yourself today? Have you looked in the mirror and said, "You're absolutely awesome. You bring magic to everywhere you go. Large sums of money comes to you easily and quickly in increasing amounts from multiple sources on a continuous basis for best wish of all, of all that is interest." Have you said those things to yourself today? Have you awakened this morning and said, with your hand over your heart, still in your alpha state of mind, and said, "Good morning, Vershern. Good morning," and use your name. "I love you." Have you said these words to yourself? Are you waiting for someone to give you confirmation that you are love? You are love. God is love. You can't help but be love. Now you can block it out like many things. We have the eclipse that blocks out the sun certain portions of the year. We can block out our own sun within us by not giving it attention, not watering it, not giving it the nourishment it deserves. You deserve this. You deserve to be filled with all the time, to function, to exist, to be the wonderful human being, multidimensional individual that you are. These generational curses, there are things out there that want to stop you or get your attention, but it's not designed to stop you. It's designed to wake you up to who you really are. This situation we're going through, this pandemic, lockdown, shutdown, it's designed for us to go in, not only inside the house, your dwelling, but inside your body, inside your mind. Meditate, quietness, walking, trying to connect and get clear and think about, is this the job I really want? Are these the people that are uplifting me? Now, the other side of that is, are we uplifting them? Are we bringing light to their life? Are we bringing sunshine? We're bringing a little bit of magic into their life to uplift them. Many times we want the payoff to be ours. What is ours? What is my payoff? But are we paying it forward to other people? There's a beautiful story in the Bible, Naomi and Ruth. Naomi lost her husband, all of her sons, and Ruth was her daughter-in-law, and Ruth lost her husband, Naomi's son. So there was nothing left for Naomi to be in that land There was no husband to care for her. So she wanted to journey back home, go back home. She was called. And Ruth wanted to go with her. Naomi didn't want her to go. And Ruth insisted. Naomi said, "You're a young woman, you stay. I am old." Ruth said, "Where you go, I go. Your God is my God." Meaning her belief system is her belief system. She adopted it. And the two of them traveled on the journey to get back home, back to love. Going back home for Naomi was going back home to love. And she wanted that. She wanted to be in love. She wanted to express that, to have that feeling again, to have that comfort. The people that know her, that knew her best, knew her when, and they welcomed her back. They found a little cottage, the home she was left, and they set up house. So Ruth went out and started picking up handfuls of grain, of wheat, and the workers saw and told the boss, and the boss saw Ruth and was taken by her and told them to continue to put more out there intentionally. So Ruth would have more to have and Naomi to feed. So as time went on, the two of them met, Ruth and the owner, and they got married and had a family, and the life went on. So, but Naomi had a belief system. She had a belief. And Ruth adopted her belief system. She adopted her BS. And no matter what we do, we all have a BS. We're full of BS. We believe that if we don't do this, this will happen. If we step on a crack, we break our mama's back. But those are words that kids would say sometime when I was in school. And we have to be mindful and know that our power is in our words. We can say a mantra and get results. We can say a mantra and feel wonderful and feel uplifted and feel nourished. Generational curses, full of BS. What is your belief system? Do you believe something can take you down? Then it will. Now, I'm not saying there isn't entities out there that want to harm you. Is it really harming you? Or is it really getting your attention? You need to button up, tighten up your spiritual life, your God life, and seal the cracks. So these opportunities will have less of an opportunity to invade, and they can drop at the very door that you create. When you're surrounding yourself in love and generosity, there's very little place for this entity to come in and take hold of who you really are. Because you are love. You are God love, a multidimensional being, having this wonderful experience, and you're experiencing everything, even that entity that's trying to show up and do some things to you. But if we change our BS, belief system, and see that as an opportunity that we need to tighten up, button up what we're doing in our waking life and even in our sleeping. Are we saying prayers that cover us? Prayers of forgiveness at night, that Lord, forgive me for whatever I've done. And I'm sending forgiveness to those who may need forgiving too. But also I'm asking my guardian, I'm sending this up to the spiritual plane, although the spiritual plane doesn't need any forgiveness. But in case there's any ill will directed towards me, I want to be covered. And I have the angels to cover me, to guide me, to use my sleeping hours to guide me and the people that may need my help. Thank you, Father, for I know you have heard me. So are we saying those things to ourselves before we go to sleep? Or just leaving the door wide open? Are we visualizing or just saying angels are covering all over, the wings of God? Are we reading chapter Psalms 121 or Psalms 91 or Psalms 115? Those are beautiful entities, scriptures that can help soothe you into sleep, give your area, give your home, your people a level of protection, a covering, I like to say. And because nothing really happens outside of God's will, but also it's God's will that we use what we have. We use the will that we have. We use the good things. We use all of technology that we have, and we use our wonderful human imagination, and to make sure the door is locked before you go to sleep. Sometimes that happens to people very sleepy and just forget to lock the door. So locking the door, and at times falling asleep where the door was unlocked when I woke up, so I was covered. It's such a beautiful thing. Generational curses, believe it or not, your DNA is full of it. You don't have to believe in it. Your DNA is full of it. If you're, as a physician, I see it coming in with these various medical conditions. Someone say, my uncle died of this. My uncle lost a leg to this condition. So we want to be very aware of what we're doing and eating and putting into our body. We want to eat good, clean food as possible. But mostly we want to have our mind. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Don't be so colorblind or shallow. Let your conversations be of such that it will be uplifting to everyone. Now, these generational things, you can speak to it. You can speak to uplifting as if you're speaking to your own DNA, that anything that is out of harmony with God has to go. Anything that recognizes human voice, human intention has to go. There's no space. There's no room. We have things to do. Go. You got to go. And it must leave, because you are pure positive energy having this wonderful human multidimensional experience. Everything within you is within you. So without, so within is what you need to accomplish your end. So don't be afraid. Don't fret. Use your voice of power to change your life, and ultimately you change the world, because you are the nucleus of this world. Once you change your world, then it will expand, and someone else will catch on, and another person will catch on. But as the nucleus, the center, you must hold it together. You must hold yourself together. Hold yourself in right thought, right thinking, right mind. You have to hold yourself there. And knowing it's okay may become very uncomfortable to be who you really are. But once you crack that shell, it's okay. You know who you are, and it feels good. It feels like you've been reborn. The old has gone and passed away. It's out. It's out of you. And what flows through you is dynamic love all day long. It is amazing how we can be when we speak our truth. And the truth often is easier to say than not. Simply, I'm not having it. I'm not participating in this foolishness that doesn't serve me anymore, that doesn't uplift me, that doesn't bring me joy. And how can I uplift you as a human being, as a multi-dimensional being? I must do this. I want to do it. So get in there, speak your truth. Say what you're going to have and what you're not going to put up with. It is up to you. We're in this situation, a pandemic. We have to be a part of something bigger, something greater. And that greater and something is you. So all the descriptions and scriptures will be in the box below: Psalm 91, Psalm 121, and Psalm 115. And of course, the story of Naomi and Ruth is in the Bible. I'm Dr. Vershern Edwards, author, poet, physician, and also the description of the book will be there. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. We are working to grow it to 1,000 subscribers. We would love to have you to be a part of the family, to be a part of this uplifting and filled with love and enjoyment. So buy the damn book, and we'll see you in the next upload. Bye, y'all.